So we do just get into the load here as everybody returns. We've got a PvP on Lost Temple. It was Minigun in the first game over Inka, winning with a solid 4-gate versus 4-gate pressure. Just really, really good with a proxy pile at the front of Inka's base on Zelnaga Caverns. Obviously, Inka countered that at the second game on Metalopolis with a proxy Stargate versus Minigun's Colossus push. He had a really quick 3-gate robo into Colossus, which Inka definitely was able to counter with about 3 or 4 Void Rays. So this is the ace match of this set. We're going to see Inka obviously in the southern position as the purple Protoss, and in the northeastern position we got Mini as the red Protoss, spawning in close distance back on Lost Temple here. This is Iced, of course, from L2SC. Some people were asking who's this voice, and I'm joined by the obviously mighty Railcoon from IC Cup TV.
Yeah, and we're happy to bring you the Root Challenge North American Invitational. I have to get that name right, which is sponsored by Justin TV. Big shout-outs to them. I was even, they were really making sure that this went off well. They've been doing an excellent job. And they did provide a pretty decent prize pool as well. So big shout-outs and thank yous to Justin.tv. If you're looking to start streaming, you should check them out, as it is pretty lightweight. If you just want to do the simple push and go streaming setup, it's pretty easy to do that. Or if you want to take the extra time to do flash media, once you have that set up, you can just hit the start button and then you're online. So both options work rather effectively. There's nice guides on their website on how to get started streaming. So we did see that the pylon timings were the same this time, which is kind of an early indication of differing strategies last game. But so far everything has basically been about the same time, except Mini did throw down a pylon before his cybernetics core, so his is about 2 seconds slower, which is not a big deal, but in the mirror matches sometimes that 2 seconds can come back and bite you.
Absolutely, especially in close distance like this, close run distance in Lost Temple like this. Those 2 seconds are a difference between your sentry getting out and getting a force field down and 3 stalkers being at the top of your ramp and just wreaking havoc. So it's going to come down to just a game of inches, basically, as Mini is not leaving Inka's base just yet, wants to scout out as much as he can, as he does see the Cybercore finish, and now will take off. Same thing for Inka. Inka just getting chased away by the Zealot now, as he only sees the Cybercore. So both players, not yielding any sort of secrecy just yet, as Inka does circle around, heads right back up the ramp, being chased by Mini Zealot there. And obviously Inka just still getting his Chrono Boost down on his Warp Gates. He hasn't thrown down theirs. Second gate just started for Inka. Is he going to throw down a third? He's in position to do that.
Yeah, and if you look, their warp gates are pretty much exact at the same timing.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised that Mini sent his probe out so early, as most players do like to keep the probe in the base as long as possible and just leave right before the stalker pops out, so that it does not die and they can keep it alive. We do see 4 gateways from Inka and 4 gateways from Mini. So we're back to 4-gate versus 4-gate. Inka found the proxy pylon supplies.
Yeah.
So now we've got a little bit of a micro battle. Stalker Zealot versus Stalker Zealot. Inka did get a couple shots in with his Zealot though, so he is able to chase away Minigun, as he did take the early advantage in that fight. The warp gates, Minigun did get 1 extra chrono boost on his, so he will have some warp ins here in just a second. I might be able to push Inka back up his ramp, as his gateways are just a little bit slower as well. Minigun keeps just barely managing to edge out Inka with the timing on this 4-gate by just a couple of seconds. No sentry for Inka this time, so there's no force field to keep him out. He's breaking up the ramp. It looks like a replay of game number 1 already. There we go, warp gates finishing. Inka needs to warp in some units really quick, but Mini's going straight for the supply. Try to take out these pylons so he can't warp in any units. Very intelligent decision here. Here comes more Zealots. If he can micro this really well. Oh, but here comes the probes much earlier from Inka. It looks like he actually be able to hold this off this time, but he will be exchanging some probes. So Mini's still going to be in this, but oh no, Inka loses all the probes, doesn't get another warp in, and he just leaves. So Mini's going to win 2-1, and Root Mini will advance.